One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll try to get the first through the air. fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. With the catch, it's Lester. Turns it on at midfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Dropping back, it's Cole. Here's a heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, Tulane. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try the run. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Cole. Nice grab in traffic. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. It's complete. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Going to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Dropping back, it's Cole. Unloads it downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Offense in a bunch formation. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by just 4 to Kentucky. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's John. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. He might want another play. From the gun on 3rd down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end could be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the run.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Cole. With the catch, it's Karapateas. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the right. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tulane.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Sends it back in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's caught. It's John. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Cole. Quickly to the flat, wide receiver screen. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Oh, they're after him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more cover.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Cole. Caught over the middle, it's Karapateas. Knocked down for the tackle.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. And you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on the line. It's really nice to have that.
Tulane now facing third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Power football with the run. Finding an escape route. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's John. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Cole. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Green Wave in a world of hurt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Gets it past the marker. At the 45, on his way. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense in press coverage. Back to throw, it's Cole. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Lester. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, come up with a big play.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Swings it out to the flat. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Dropping back, it's Cole. Working that wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that one stings, man. Fourth quarter tie football game. You trusted your kicker to come through, and he gives you the dreaded doink. And that means you know it was so close to being in, that one might come back to bite him.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's John. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looking for a man. It's Cole. Finds the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Green Wave! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back gets the give. Breaks the tackle. And runs through another one. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win. But this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Back open in the middle. Across the 25. He's got room. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a 1st down here. Nice job by the quarterback making the pass, getting the 1st down.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Cole. Rushes on him. Got a man. It's Karapateas. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Offense gets set for second down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Second down coming up. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Got it in the middle. It's Karapateas. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Tillman. Touchdown, Green Wave. They take the lead here in overtime. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Leaves it with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Bust through behind his pad. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 3rd and goal, desperately trying to get it in and keep hope alive. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in?
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Wide receiver going in motion. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Aggies! Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They got the touchdown. Now in the 2nd overtime, you have to go for 2. Snap in the shotgun. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Cole. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Karapateas. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Touchdown, Tulane! What a great response here in overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Have to go for two here in the second overtime, and this one would win the game.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to pass, it's Cole. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. They do not convert, and we are still tied, headed for triple overtime. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward.
Here we go.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game.
Squirrel, squirrel. Go.
They'll go to the air. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is.
29 Philly.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a two-point conversion attempt. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. From the gun. Finds it back in the middle. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. To the air, it's Cole. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up.
The football game that would never end. This has been unbelievable. Both of these teams, somehow, they still have so much in the tank, David. Both teams trading two-point conversions right now.
And just over and over, I gotta have it moments. They're coming up huge, play after play after play. Who's gonna blink, man? Both teams making big plays, both teams continuing this game on to another overtime.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime.
It's all about mental toughness. That's impressive there to get the 2-point play, and now you're putting it on your defense. Can they rise up to the occasion, David, make a play and end this thing?
Man, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to get energy from them. You're walking over there to them. Guys, we just need one stop. One stop, and we walk out of here a winner. I know you're exhausted. Just give me one more play.
So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. He wants to throw it. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.